Welcome everyone, I'm Dennis Pittsenbarger. Welcome to SEMA Central inside the 2015 SEMA Show. Sitting to my left, true automotive history, royalty, a man I'm pleased to know, Peter Brock. How you doing today, sir?
Yes, so good to be here, great.
You know, I don't, as the doctor would say, clear my appointments. You're gonna stay up here on stage with me all day long. I don't need it, I can just sit here with you all day long and my day will be good. But let's talk about the first thing. Right before we went on to this interview, we were talking about you can't walk 5 minutes without seeing friends, without seeing this incredible show. What's your take on this year's SEMA show?
SEMA is the return to all your friends every year. This is a place that you get to see everybody that you've known through racing and industry and construction, design. Everybody comes to SEMA, and the difficult thing is to walk through this show, not only getting stopped with product, but people that you haven't seen every year. So this is a great, great return.
Yeah, now you were walking through the new product zone with Mike from SEMA. What was that like seeing some of the new products come out this year?
There is so much new equipment out here, especially the ability to build stuff so quickly with these new 3D scanners and be able to laminate, print everything out and make the prototype so quickly that, you know, I feel like a dinosaur drawing stuff with the pencil and paper, you know.
Well, I was going to ask, what is it like looking at that? You know, the push to production with the 3D printing is so much different. I don't know that it's better because it's hard to put a circle around it because you have what you did with the pencil and paper that was so meticulous, but now it's done at such a rapid prototype pace. How do you compare the two?
Well, there's two ways you can go on it. If you're looking at some mechanical design that you're working on, that's not especially done as the aesthetic form that when you're doing automotive design, like I'm responsible for exteriors. So I think that the way to work with computers for mechanical design is far, far superior and faster because you're not looking at the thing from an aesthetic sculptural standpoint. You're looking at it from an engineering standpoint. So that's the big advantage right now of 3D CAD designs. I don't think it works quite as well on exterior design because you still have to go back and do not only the scale form, but then when it goes up to a much larger size, your eye sees it completely differently, and it has to be done by hand.
Do you still feel that clay model, that is the way that it should be done?
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest faults right now in automotive design is that we're allowing people to do too much with the computer. Consequently, things get so overworked and busy that they lose their real aesthetic form that you start out with, that sketch concept that you get from drawing. A lot of people don't do that anymore, but I still think that's the most important thing to do is get that freshness in it and then put that in 3D and clay.
Kind of that simplicity, for lack of better, the theory of KISS, keep it simple.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's so much complication. For example, you see a beautiful car and then you see, for example, a taillight design that's got, 42 design elements and 3 different colors in it. You're going, that detracts from the whole thing. But, it's a product that sells, but I feel it detracts from the overall.
Well, I would say with cars like the Daytona Coupe that you are an authority and able to say that. Yeah. Let's talk about those 6 coupes that were together this year for the first time. I mean, that must have been amazing for you.
Well, we went to Goodwood in the UK, and Lord March puts on this incredible event every year, the Goodwood Revival, and he was astute enough and visionary enough to collect all 6 Daytona Coupes, which are now spread all over the world. We've got 1 car in Argentina, we've got 1 car in Germany, we've got 1 car in Japan, and of course there are 3 of them left here in the United States. But this was actually the first time that all 6 race cars had been in one place at one time, because when we were racing them originally in 64 and 65, 1 car would be down in Italy, another would be in France and whatever, and so the cars were coming back and forth. And we never had a chance to get them all together at the same time.
Well, it must have been amazing. Well, you know what? You are truly, like I said, you're automotive royalty. It's a pleasure to have you up on the stage. Anything you want to talk about really quick that you're included with today on the website, or someone can see what you're doing now?
If you can check us out right now, www.bre2.net. We've got a whole new product line going with our new AeroVault trailers if you want to haul the greatest looking race car or custom, whatever. this is the equipment that you haul it in.
Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Great.
The one and only
Good.
Peter Brock.
Good.
More from
Thank
SEMA Central coming up soon.
Great, thanks.